in my dirty laundry room here. So hope everybody's doing well. We'll see you. We're going to be on here for at least an hour, so it's the second time going live tonight. I got to do this because it's just raining outside instead of a real bike. I'd much rather do a real bike, but we're going to go here and make it a little hard for me. Just get some cardio in, working this out, making sure I have some cardio before I go hunting on Sunday. So, yeah, make sure we burn some fat here. Sorry for the light in the background, nothing I can do about it. It's my laundry room where the bike is at, so. Anyway, at least you don't have to look at my face that much. Let's see here. Is that better? Not really. Okay. So, anyway, hope y'all are doing well. We did have our chat on Rumble earlier tonight. If you want to go see that, it's called the I Love This Gun podcast. World's greatest dad. Trying to stay a dad by exercising more. What I like about the exercise bike versus a real bike is my arms are short. The real bike, it's hard to hold the handles. My arms will go numb if I hold it for too long. So the exercise bike, I can sit up like this and work the arms in with it if I want to. Slowly. So there's that. We'll try to burn some fat here, talk about hunting, guns, politics, whatever y'all want to talk about. Y'all know I hate both sides on politics, so. The Democrats are evil and the Republicans let them be. So, that's that. So we're just down here in the basement in Alaska during a rainstorm. I was going to go do some things, but yeah. That's what we're doing. So, most of my fan base on the East Coast is probably asleep. Probably on the West Coast too. So, hope y'all are all doing well. I gotta go find certain types of pepperoni because of my celiac disease with IBS, and I don't eat dairy, milk, gluten, soy, corn. I can't pack mountain houses on my meals, so I have to pick. I actually take gluten-free bread with me and turkey pepperoni. Put mustard bread and turkey pepperoni together. That's my meal. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've definitely have done that. I have done the carbohydrate in there, taken it out. Yeah, I've definitely done that. But I have celiac disease. I have to eat what I have to eat in order to digest food and have nutrients in my body. So if I want less carbohydrates, it's better to just burn them off. So, but I try to eat less carbohydrates, especially sugars. So, not always perfect at it, but I've definitely started cutting them out. Got 5 people in here and watch me on the exercise bike. Y'all bored on a Friday night? My wife and at the kids in Casila with the kids at the cabin in Casila. They're dip netting, so that's that. I appreciate it, hater. Thanks for being my #1 fan tonight. You got the #1 crown there. I appreciate it. No, I mean, I know how to lose weight. I'm a PE teacher. I got a degree in the exercise, exercise education, essentially. Like taking so many exercise physiology classes. You lose weight by cutting carbs, eating meats and vegetables. Like if you could eat just meat and vegetables, you will lose a ton of weight. So that's that. Yeah. So like I know it intellectually, but my back and my back and my legs and all the pinched nerves I have prevented me from exercising like I wanted to. And I eat a lot of rice because of my celiac diet. Rice, chicken, and usually carrots or spinach. So I've been cutting out the rice a little bit, not as much rice, more meat in it. Slowly getting away from the rice for carbohydrates because I'm not burning the rice. When I was exercising a lot, I could eat the rice a lot, and I still lost weight. But yeah, we're not there yet. So Well, I hope everyone's having a good evening. Hater, are you having a good evening? Hope your evening's better than my Friday night alone. I like Friday nights alone, but, I'd much rather have my kids around. They're hilarious and silly. Much rather have kids around. They're with their mom at the cabin, and their grandfather and grandmother and great grandmother and uncle and aunt and cousins. So there's that. It's morning in Stockholm. Well, good morning to you. Happy Saturday morning to you. I love North Fork bullets, by the way, which are made in Sweden. Absolutely love them. They're great bullets. Hoping to kill something with them this year. I'm going to try to be on here for quite some time. Makes it easier talking to you guys if you are messaging back. Of course, there's only 3 of you in here. So, we usually, I don't know if you've watched my channel, Hider. It's a gun channel. So, good evening there in Alaska. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yep. I feel like Sweden and Alaska would be a lot alike in some ways. Moose, big mountains, cold, northern lights. Those are pretty cool. I really do think the northern lights are pretty darn cool. They're pretty awesome to see. They really are. Y'all get good northern light shows there? Obviously not this time of year, but love that sweating. Getting that sweating done. I'm actually right next to my house's heater too, so it's like the hottest it can be right here in my house. I'm a fan of you for a long time. Cool. I think I've seen you before. I really appreciate you being on here. It's hard to keep up with everybody, man. Hard to keep up with everyone. But I appreciate you. Thanks for being a fan for a long time. I feel like I'm not a big enough channel to have fans yet, just viewers. But I appreciate you calling yourself a fan, friend of the channel. Appreciate that. Just trying to get that fat burned. Trying to get that fat burned. We're having a big discussion on Rumble about which suppressor I should get next. So I don't know if that's anything anybody would want to talk about, but what suppressor should I get next? That's a big deal. So, do you hunt over there in Sweden, Hater? Stockholm? Hater? Am I saying it right? Hader? Hader? I don't want it to sound like hater, like you hate someone. Hider? Is it Hider? Yeah. What do you hunt over there? And what do you hunt with? What cartridge caliber gun? I know the gun laws over there are a little weird. You're only allowed to own so many. So, I was talking with the people from North Fork. They are pretty awesome people. No, because I must own a land. I don't. But I don't. Oh, so you have to be a landowner to be able to hunt, or know someone. Like, can somebody give you permission? We don't have public land. So it'd be cheaper for you to come hunt over here with me than it would be for you to hunt there. I need a hunting partner September 1st. I'm just saying. You wouldn't actually be able to hunt though because you have to get a draw tag, so you got to get put in the lottery for the tag. So, but you could come with. I actually need help. I'm having a hard time finding anybody who wants to do the crazy hunt I'm doing. Trying to get my cardio up here. Turn this bike a little on the harder side. Get that breathing hard. My arms working. So I tore my rotator cuff and I can't bow hunt, so I wasn't in shape for the walking. So that's that. Of course, my wife is texting me in the middle of this. That's okay. Or I must buy hunting rights, but the landowners are just greedy to make money. Shit, you really would be cheaper coming over here. I think an out-of-state license is about $1,000 for, say, caribou or moose, give or take 200, maybe about 600 to 700 for black bear. That's the hunting license separate, and then the black bear tag. Hunting license separate, then the caribou or moose tag. So you would literally pay $1,000, probably pay $1,000 for airfare, and be cheaper than hunting where you live. That's crazy. But you're invited. You're invited if you want to. Whenever you have the money to come, maybe next hunting season, we can actually hunt bear right up the road from my house. It's not great hunting, but we can actually do it. I've seen bear back there. I've seen probably a total of 7 or 8 bears. Spring bear season. Planning on setting up a bear bait station, so we could do that. Set up a bear bait station, get it going. Then you can have a bear rug on your wall, unlike anybody else that's not a landowner in Sweden. If I move to Alaska, sure, I'll request a hunt in your coaching. Yeah. Shoot, I mean, you can actually hunt without moving here, like if you just want to take a hunting trip. Yeah. 13 minutes into an hour and a half, so we're gonna be here for a while. But yeah, you don't even have to move to Alaska. You just want to fly here for a couple of weeks and hunt, you can do it. You're an out-of-state license. If you move to Alaska, you have to be a resident a year before you can actually hunt as a buy a hunting license as a resident. So as a resident, that $1,000 price tag I was telling you about is $25. I mean, like, it's terrible. Like, living here, the license is easy. So, but yeah, you're welcome anytime. Email me alaskanballistics@gmail.com. If you move to Alaska, let me know you got a friend. So, I'll do anything I can to help you. It's expensive, and don't live in Anchorage. That's all I can tell you. Live in Palmer, Wasilla, or Sterling, or Soldotna, or Homer. Those are the places you want to live. Don't live in Los Anchorage. We call it Los Anchorage because of all the crime. So, that's all I'll say about that. Usually YouTube by now puts a lot of people in here. Guess they're not showing this at all. Guess nobody wants to see me exercise and talk. They want to see me hold guns, which I can't do on YouTube. I'll do that. Sweet, man. Are you allowed to own guns even though you don't hunt? What's the laws there? Was it something like 4? I think they were telling me. Hey, is it still light there? Yeah. What's up, M. Gravio? How you doing, man? As a Swedish citizen, we just avoid criminals. Yeah. Here, there you go. There you go. Can't avoid those Russians, though. That's the problem. Yeah, I used to have the whole Baltic. Yeah, I used to have the whole Baltic Sea as the Swedish lake. Cool. Weird how history has just become history, so. I'm studying that, the Great Northern War and all that stuff. Oh yeah, it's still light here in Gabriel, but it's raining, so it's kind of cloudy and dark. But yeah, it's still light here. Like I could walk outside without a flashlight. You on a spinning bike? I'm on some type of exercise bike. How you doing, for human people? Nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you in one of my chats before. Just trying to burn this fat. Got a lot of it. This seat is not comfortable. Find a pillow to sit on. I recommend not building a bridge to Denmark. I recommend Atkins, yeah. Watching for you, bid. Saw you live tonight. I thought I would pop in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We do most of our lives over on Rumble now. Appreciate it for human people. We do most of our lives on Rumble. I only do these short little lives here and there mainly to announce to go to the live on Rumble. So that's that. The reason we do it on Rumble is I get about the same amount of interaction. Not quite, but I get about the same amount of interaction, and I can touch guns and have free speech over there on Rumble. There's things I can't talk about here. Like, I might be demonetized for talking about Sweden and what they'd conquered back in the 1700s. Like, that could demonetize me on YouTube. It's kind of stupid. It's a bit difficult to get a hunting license, then weapon license. Even need a metal safe built into the floor. True, more freedom on Rumble. Well, Hyder, you could move here. And literally, once you move here on a green card and then become a U.S. citizen, you can own all the freaking guns you want here in Alaska. Other states within the United States, not so much. Alright, I gotta find some type of cushion for this seat. It is my laundry room. I should be able to sit on something. Yeah, way more freedom on Rumble. It's not even close. Best states are the free states. Trying to do this standing up. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's take this old jacket here. That's a little better. Of course, now it's getting in the way of the pedaling. Atkins sticks to avoid carbs for the first 2 weeks. Yeah, all diets take willpower. Let's see. There we go. Then you're not even hungry. Now I've got the seat crooked. There we go. That's a little better. Gonna move to Alaska as I wish and plane. Good. Thank you, buddy. Bye, my friend. Have a good one. Thanks for being the only person to talk to for a little bit. Appreciate you. Yep, stopping the carbs sucked pretty bad first month. After a while, it became easy. Now I just want protein and fat. Well, cool. I'm gonna try to do that as much as I can. I can't do it on my hunting trip. I literally can't do it because my hunting food is sandwiches. The rice bread has carbs. But when I'm done, so see ya, hater. Hater, hater, hider. How do I say it? I never answered how I said it. Oh crap! Look at that. No wonder I have a blanket like clipping my leg here. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. There we go. Now I don't have the seat killing me. Yeah, I eat a lot of meat. I'm just gonna need meat. The problem is I don't like vegetables unless they're cooked. Yeah, I do process my own meat. I process my own meat when I hunt. Absolutely. Process my own meat. Because I can't let anybody touch it because they might have gluten, dairy, soy, pork, and all the ingredients. They put stuff into the meat, so I can't let anybody else touch it. And I can't eat gluten, dairy, soy, pork, apples, beans, a few other things. Like I can't eat them. Meat. I use dried sausage rings when I hunt. Okay. Cool. So what spice do you actually put in for sausage? What is the actual spice? Southern thing. Like, I see the spice mixes at like Bass Pro and stuff, but I can't have any of that with all the crap they put in them. All the chemicals and stuff. So what spices actually make sausage? If anybody wants to look it up, that'd be great. What's a dried sausage ring? I'm actually a Southern guy. I don't know myself. Give me a minute. I'll go get my bottle. What we'll do? Fennel. Fennel is one of the spices. I know there's a lot of fennel heads up here, plants. You can actually just eat them right off the thing. The bears love them in the spring. Getting that cardio in and sweating now. It's good. Trying to do an hour and a half on here, and we're 23 minutes into it. You guys make it easier. Better than listening to music. Depending on the music. I'm going to go prep my marinated chicken right now. Oh, well that sounds delicious. Yeah, we're going to have to share some chicken recipes. Rust dust is the best spice I found for all meats. I'm not familiar with that. Switch to zero or low carb tortillas. Too bad they don't make zero carb bread yet. Yeah. I have to eat those Siete brand. I can't eat corn, so. High in iron. That's good. I actually have a high iron count. Like, it's excessively high. A high iron count, so. Yep. Now, caribou, I love cooking caribou. Marinate it in this coconut amino acids, and marinate it in that and sparkling water. And get down to those flank steaks. Cook it for Thanksgiving. What's up, Vash Matrix? Please support and smash the like. I appreciate it. We got 3 people in here and only one person liked it. I think all you got to do is double tap the screen. Making me hungry. You want to come do the exercise bike for me and I'll fix dinner? Yep. Just trying to get that exercise bike going. After I get off the exercise bike, I got to go pick up some supplies for the hunt at Fred Meyer's, the grocery store, so. Need to start exercising. Yeah, me too. A lot of sausage and other meats around the USA have been too sweet for me. I like spicy hot meats. Yeah, I agree. I agree there. I have to eat turkey sausage because I can't eat pork as part of the celiac IBS. And if I eat pork, like, I'll have the farts if I eat too much all day long, all night long. Possibly the runs too. So y'all don't want to know about all that. But I wish they made turkey sausage that I could buy that was hot. So yes, I would actually make that trade. I'm a terrible cook. There you go. Do like a good hot link, yeah. Whew. We're almost to the 30-minute mark. A third of the way through. Just trying to stay on here for as long as possible. Biking's a little bit better on the hips and legs than walking is and hiking. So we're doing biking tonight. Legs were a little sore from walking 6 miles the other night. I took last night off. I mean, this is a long ride. It's a long ride. I got to force myself to do it because I was planning on bow hunting the whole time, and I tore my shoulder, and so the actual bow tore my rotator cuff, or slight tear, sprain, something, whatever the doctor said it was, and now I can't do that, and so I wasn't planning on hiking over the mountain. Now I got to hike over the mountain. I got to do something before I go hiking over the mountain. I don't want to just hike over the mountain. It'll be rough. Actually, I hope it's a little rainy and wet going in. I'm going to strip it off in a t-shirt, raining and wet. And then I'll be cold the rest of the day. How long is your average shot while rifle hunting larger game in AK? 300 to 400 yards. Let's see. My shortest shot was like my grizzly bear at 88 yards. I have a moose at exactly 200 yards, like 200.7, the rangefinder said. I have a black bear at 319. I have a caribou at 212. Caribou at 286. Black bear at 319. Let's see. Caribou at 288. And a caribou at 459. So those are mine. You want to figure out the averages there. Those are mine. I would say If you're hunting open country, sight your gun in for 300 yards. If it's more lying low, the 459 was with the 7 mag. So, what's up, Active Dead? Keep it up. Good luck. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good hunting. Appreciate you. Trying to keep it up here. I killed my moose with my 6.5 by 284 Norma, so just slightly more powerful than the 6.5 Creedmoor, not quite a 6.5 PRC. So I killed my moose with that. So my 6.5 by 284 Norma was that. My caribou, I've killed one with the 7 mag, one with the 6.5 Creedmoor, two with the 7 mag, one with the 6.5 Creedmoor, one with the 30-06. My brown bear I killed with 338 Winchester Magnum. My black bear I killed with the 7 mag. So there you go. I prefer my 7 mag for everything. Play GK Miss Sunshine, it's fire. Okay, there you go. So I hope that answers your question for human people. Hope that answers your question. So, trying to have better posture in my neck too. Yeah, 7mm rim mag is good for anything in North America. The only thing I would not purposely hunt with a 7mm rim mag, if that's all I had, would be big bison. Would prefer something bigger for brown bear, but big bison would be like big bison's where you need your 338, your 338 Lapua, your 350 Remington Magnum, your 375 H&H, your 375 Ruger, 416 Ruger, 416 Rigby. That's what you need for big bison. And I would prefer that for grizzly bear. But yeah, I killed that big old moose, 1,300 pound animal, good sized rack. I met a guy who hunts there all the time. He goes, the one you took out was like the biggest one taken out of there in years. And like, it wasn't huge, but it was a huge body. It wasn't huge rack wise, but trophy wise. So 7 mag is my favorite cartridge just because I grew up with it. I won't say it's my favorite cartridge, but my 7 mag rifle is my favorite rifle. Like, my 7mm Remington Magnum is my baby. Yeah. Moose have delicious meat, man. It's like a lean cow. They're plant eaters. They graze. Yeah, moose meat is delicious. Moose and caribou are both better than deer, than venison like crazy. Moose is a better burger. Caribou is a better steak. Elk is better than both of them, but not by a lot. So, that's what I would say. Appreciate y'all being here with me, helping me exercise, by keeping me fit. My stomach's still a little upset, so if you hear me fart, I'm sorry. .7mm Remington Magnum head height is too short for long 7mm bullets. Yeah, so if you're using the new high BC things for the 7 PRC and stuff, then yeah, you don't have a lot of things. Sorry, I'm going to grab this pillow laying here. Put it on here instead of my jacket. Give me a second. The recoil is way better than 300 Win Mag. Let's see my ass. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Whoever designed a bicycle seat, I hope the original bicycle seat, the way they fit, whoever designed that, I hope they were hung and castrated. So, I'm just kidding. Only ever had those except moose as jerky. I've had elk. Yeah, true. The 7mm recoil was always good to me. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what rifle you put it in and stuff. I was really surprised that the recoil wasn't that bad when I changed from the heavy Magpul stock to the lightweight MDT chassis. And by the way, MDT chassis are awesome. MDT chassis are awesome. So, love that. We'll try their field stock next. Never had an MDT yet. Yeah, if you can afford it, that Hunt 26, HNT 26, well worth it. Well worth it. That has taken that gun from being a short-range walking gun to being my packing gun. And it didn't change the recoil that much. And one of the things is, it's a carbon fiber. Carbon fiber doesn't transfer recoil like solid polymer or metal does, or wood. The vibrations don't transfer through it as much. I'm not saying it's absorbing the recoil, because it does kick a little bit more, but it's not bad at all, and it's negligible, the difference between that and the polymer Magpul stock. So what I want to do is save the Magpul stock for like a 300 rum build or something. 300 rum, 338, 78, 330, 378 Weatherby, something like that. Ooh. Getting close to the halfway point here. I'm sweating pretty good. Getting that exercise in. Something was touching the wheel down here. My poncho touching the wheel. There we go. WF-a-do. There you go. Do a lap for me. There you go. Will do. Do a lap for you. Like I said, I'm just trying to get some, a little bit of energy in, that's all. A little bit of cardio. Well, for human people, first of all, they sent it to the channel for review. I told them my 2 problems with 2 bolt action rifles and asked what they could do to fix either one of them. Send me one of them. I don't care which one you send. They sent me both of them. So MDT sent me for review. So since they sent it to me for review, I like it better than some of the other ones. It's pretty cool. It's a great chassis. Just looked. Oh yeah. Jake is even. Yeah. Oh, all right, Jake. I'll try to remember it. How about just whoopty freaking a do? Whoopty freaking a do. How's that? Jake is easier than I do. All right, Jake. That's fine. It's cool how guys can talk like that. If I talk to that, you talk like that around your wife, and she's like all offended, or your coworkers. That's good. I will look to them again. Thanks for the heads up on NBT. Yeah, it's an expensive stock. Like it's $1,200 to $1,400 depending on the options. And I put it on only a $350 Sportsman's Warehouse Remington 700 Black Friday special. But it's one of the most accurate rifles I have, so, and I love it. So .300 Win Mag versus 700 Rim Mag in Alaska. Well, I own both of them. I've only killed things with the 7mm Rim Mag in Alaska. I did kill a deer with a 300 Win Mag in Georgia. That was way too much. I put it right there. Huge doe. She just dropped. It was great. Great meat. Huge doe. Yeah. So 300 Win Mag, 7mm Rim Mag in Alaska. Yeah, I would say you want 300. 300 has a better case capacity. I've got several videos on this, 2 videos on it. 300 has better case capacity, bigger bullets, all that kind of stuff. So, I'd say that. 300 Winchester Magnum will kill anything. That is absolutely right. I will definitely tell you. I will definitely tell you 307. So will 7mm rim mag. It'll kill anything you want. You just got to make sure with a 7mm Win mag having lighter bullets and shooting fast, you got to make sure you have bullets that don't blow up. Does 338 Win mag have enough range for Alaskan? Absolutely, it does. 300-400 yards is easy with 300 Win mag or 338 Win mag. Cool. What's up, Daniel Ravenstar? How you doing, man? Big supporter of the channel. Appreciate you. Got 41 minutes here. We're almost at the halfway point. Appreciate everyone. Sleepy. Too much Red Bull. Oh, man. Yeah, Red Bull's awful for you. Why don't you just take vitamins B6 and B12? What projectiles do you like in your 7 mags and 300 mags? Barnes TTSX. Barnes LRX. I'm shooting 145 grain Barnes LRX in the 7 mag. In the 300 Winchester Magnum, I am shooting 190 grain Accubons. That's what it likes the best with the suppressor I have on it currently. 190 grain Accubon long range. So I'm going to do a little bit of testing with those. So that's that. All right, Jake, have a good night. Well after midnight. Appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Use again some. No, it's not threaded. I'm going to get it threaded after hunting season. Going to get it threaded 5/8 by 24 and throw that Banish 30 on it. And that'll probably be my hunting rig for the rest of my life. Banish 30, 7mm rim mag. Yep. That'll be my hunting rig for the rest of my life. Ever thought about putting a can on 7mm? Good idea. I have a video somewhere in my shorts from the first time I went to Iraq Veteran 88. So if you're scrolling through my shorts, it's like 2021 when I posted it. I think it's like from 4 years ago. It was from Apex Suppressors. Huge, heavy price tag titanium suppressor. And it's on a 7 mag. And it was a 162 grain Hornady SST loaded by some local company. But I shot it a 7 mag Apex Suppressors. And I tell you what, it was incredibly quiet. It was awesome. Had flat tire issues. Government forced e-logs. Forced me to stay up over 24 hours continuous to get delivery done on time. Really? Huh. That's crazy. Oh, man, I gotta fix this pillow. So, whew. And glad y'all can't smell that fart through the phone. There we go. That's even better. Whoever designed the pedals on this bike is an issue. Well, I'm sorry about that, Daniel Ravenstar. Is this really live? Yes, it is, Jeff Tack. It's really live. I'm trying to burn all that fat. You saw how fat I was at SHOT Show. The gut sticking out farther than my big nose. I had to get a bit bigger, more comfy seat for my bike. I'm getting old. Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? How you doing, Jeff Tech? Bourbon works quicker. Not when you're trying to hike over a mountain in Alaska. It's all part of the job at this time in history. Yeah, I get it. Man, the pillow feels better, but now it's forcing me off the seat. Drinking and watching Aussie videos. Well, God bless you, brother. We all need that one friend that has a beer for us, since I can't have regular beer. You can be that friend, Jeff Tech. You can be that friend. There you go. Yeah, look at that. We're halfway through. Halfway through. 45 minutes in. Halfway through. We're just talking guns and hunting and Alaskan cartridges and calibers, whatever you want to call them. Jeff Tack. Jeff's more on the tactical side of stuff. Go check out his channel. Everybody go check out his channel. Pretty good. What helped my get better cardio and begin to lose fat was lifting heavy things and putting them down and repeat, plus shorter workouts. Yeah, the problem is I got all those torn muscles in my back and bulging discs. I don't want to do that right before a hunt. I'd rather do something pure cardio and save like that for training later. Harder for me to do cardio after my heart attack. Yeah, I get it. What is the best scope for Ruger Toklat? None. Why would you put a scope on a Ruger Toklat? I know you're a big supporter of the channel. I appreciate you. But, like, are you deer hunting with it out of a deer stand? I would not put a scope on a deer. I would put a red dot. Whatever red dot you want. Or probably a Trijicon RMO or RMR or Leupold. So, yeah, gotta fix this pillow again. Whew. Glad this pillow was here though. This is the one I bought for my neck support, and it was absolutely awful. It's got that weird shape. Maybe I just put that weird shape where the thing is supposed to be. Feel ignorant. What is a Ruger Toklat? Ruger Toklat is a Ruger Super Red Hawk revolver with a 5-inch barrel, and it's a pretty handy bear defense gun. It's probably one of the best bear defense revolvers you can buy. It's lighter than the Smith & Wesson 500 460, but it's heavy and can handle heavy loads. So that's what it is. I'd still go red dot, Daniel. I'd still go red dot. I would not go with the scope, even hunting. Like, you got to hold it at a certain distance. It's got a lot of recoil. I'll go with a red dot. But, is what it is. We all like different things. I mean, if you're going to go with a scope, you know my opinion, you go Leupold. I mean, Swarovski, Night Force are all good. They're all good. But yeah. What is the best? The Ruger Toklat. M. Gabriel. The Ruger Toklat. What's up, Spencer Cole? I've lost 150 pounds in the last year. You can do this. Yes, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. We're more than halfway into our hour-and-a-half exercise session. So hopefully we can do it. I agree. Good job, too, by the way. Congratulations. God bless you and everyone around you that helped you. You would have to have quick detached rings for those longer shots and no scopes, as if sits on my chest during sleeping. Yeah, Leupold. Go with the Leupold scope. I would go with a black one that doesn't match, because why would you have all that stainless out hunting? I've never had a problem in the Colorado Mountains for over 10 years with bears, but I hear things are different in AK. Oh, yeah. Bigfoot American. Keep it up, man. Good job. Thank you, sir. Or madame. Or whatever you may consider yourself to be. Keep it up. I appreciate you. Trying to lose that weight. Trying to lose that weight. You can go over the list and tell me if we should impeach. What's up, Trevor? There's a bunch of politicians we should impeach on both sides of the aisle. Yeah, no bear defense is great until it isn't. Yeah, there you go. Loophole discontinued it. All right then. I don't know what to tell you if it's not a loophole, because everybody else that makes a handgun scope I know of sucks. So I would put a red dot on it, and if you needed that longer shot, then you put it on a rest of some kind, like get one of those hiking sticks. eBay. Yeah. Should we get rid of Donald Trump if he won't release? Well, that's going to be hard. But I have a feeling that this is just a game he's playing. And he's probably going to release it at some point. But he wants to make people feel a little bit more comfortable that could be in trouble before he takes down the entire government who was on the list, and possibly himself. So he hasn't committed an impeachable offense. People on the list have. So I didn't like Donald Trump because he supported red flag laws in his first term. He has reversed that with his actions, not just his words. So I'm okay with that. So got a Burris 2-7 on the 480 Ruger 9.5-inch barrel. And then that's probably the one to get, because Burris is probably the next decent scope out of the ones making a handgun. I would probably just do that one then. Do you like it? Hold on, got my foot out of the thing here. Do you like it? Okay, I'm going to turn up the resistance here. Make it chug a little. Give me a little bit of sweat, and then I'll turn it back down for a few minutes. How much does Monster's revolver weigh? I don't know off the top of my head. A lot. I wouldn't carry one more than the... I would, if I wanted to have one, it'd be the Ruger Toklat or the Smith & Wesson 460V, the 5-inch V Smith & Wesson. It'd be those two. Daniel Wagon Story, you often know more than I do, sir. I learned from your experience. There hasn't been any more 480 Ruger ammo to test 480 Ruger in here. Like, it's been crazy. With a 458 SOCON, 458, not 68 SOCON, yeah. Brandino 9000. Hell yeah, bro, keep grinding. Yep, thank you, sir. Yeah, 458 SOCOM. I've got plenty of videos on 458 SOCOM on the channel. I often carry my 458 SOCOM as a very defense weapon. Absolutely. You just got to make sure it runs 100%. They can be ammo picky, even with the Tromex. Fat fingers, yep. I'm working on that. Your box is getting heavier. I appreciate that. Trevor, I've already answered you. I don't have any mods in here tonight to ban you if you're going to keep talking like that. But I'll stop this bike and ban you myself, so we're not done. We'll be done when the dollar collapses. That's what's happening. You said, can you please answer me when I've already answered you? Yeah, I said, no, we're not done as a country. Absolutely not. We'd hold special elections and get new people into power that are hopefully not on that list and not pedophiles. Why would we be done as a country? Why would there have to be a non-peaceful transition of power? Like it's stupid to say we're done as a country. Anybody that tells you we're done as a country is a fucking moron. Excuse my French. There you go. That's a good idea for human people. Trevor. Yeah, the USA dollar is what... The USA dollar is the issue. Epstein files released, nothing. The national debt and the US dollar is the issue. And I bet the people that controlled the voting machines the first time let Trump get elected so he could take the fall when the dollar went down. I would bet any amount of money for that. Not that the money would be worth anything when the dollar collapses, but that's why I have bullets and beans. Well, I don't have any beans because I can't eat beans, but maybe 55% profit because of the continued deficit spending. Yep. But stop spending so much. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, we're 56 minutes into this ride. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. The US dollar is getting weaker because they keep printing more of it to cover the national debt, and they don't even cover the national debt, so that's that. Yeah, what are we up to? 37 trillion now? Plus interest? 37 trillion plus interest? Alright, turn out the resistance some. Trevor, just get you a bunch of 22 long rifle ammo, a bunch of 9mm. You'll be fine. Humble man, keep up the good work. Thanks. The USA global power would crash after the release. How would the release break treaties? How would the release hurt our military? The release will get certain politicians in jail. That's all it would do. If Vance is not on the list and Trump is, Vance would become president. Love and respect. Camera made me think you're doing a nonsense stream until I realized what you're doing. Well, no. I might be doing a nonsense stream. Just threw a saran wrap around my stomach when I run. Yeah, no, not me. Missed the first hour. What the hell are you doing? I'm riding the exercise bike, man. I just need company. I don't like music while I'm riding the exercise bike, and I don't like stories and Audible. So, what's up, Big Slinky? The party has begun. You're here for the last 30 minutes. 30 minutes and 54 seconds. Okay, I'm trying to get a little extra cardio in since I tore my rotator cuff and can't use the bow at all. I barely raise the arm. I got to hike over that mountain again, and I'm not in shape. So I'm trying to get in a little shape here. I'm trying to shake my man boobs while I do this. Are you going to do gun stuff again on Rumble? Yeah. I had a chat tonight. We had a video this week on Rumble with 20,000 views. What about food? Yeah, stock whatever. Rice. Rice you can, man. Don't forget about up and down squats. I have not. I have not. Huh? 1 hour, exactly. Here we go. What do you think about the SIG TAC Ops 1911? That's a good one. I like the SIG 1911s. A lot of people don't like the SIG 1911s. I like the SIG 1911s. They're good. I would bang it a few times with a rubber mallet, make sure it doesn't go off in a holster though. I mean, when you're done riding the bike, rice can keep you alive for a while. Find rice, find some type of meat and vegetables you can store for a while, and you're good to go. You can blanch and freeze spinach, I think it is, and lettuce and stuff. Well, squats are good for you. Are you going all the way parallel squats for human people, or are you going halfway? I used to squat 600 pounds in high school. That's why I'm big. I'll turn to fat. I did. So, can't stay long, but what are your thoughts on cheap ammo for stockpiling versus better ammo that you can never get in the same bulk? The answer is reloading. The answer is spend the money on reloading. Okay? So, let's say you're worried about overpenetration. You want 60 grain VMAX in your 5.56. Well, 60 grain VMAX is going to cost you anywhere from $15 to $35 a box. You can't afford that. But reloading, it's like $6.99 a box. So, unless of course you pay yourself minimum wage for the hours that you do it. But the answer is reloading, Noel. Alright, I've got tons of XTP hollow points reloaded for 9mm and 10mm. Tons of them. Okay? And they work better than factory ammo. So the answer to your question is reloading. Alright? If you can't get into reloading, I'm sorry. Go over to my Rumble page, go over to my MeWe page. Tons of reloading links on Natchez and Midway USA. Natchez being the best one. It's South Shooter Supply. All that. Get all the supplies. Get the kits. Okay? That's the way to go. Reloading your own ammo. Hand loading your own ammo. Take your empty brass spent cases, resize them, put new powder and primer in them, put a new bullet in them, crimp them, and now you've got new ammo. Trevor? Yeah, there you go. Research it. Don't take my word for it. All the way down. My hamstring touches calf. Probably too low. That's okay. Full range of motion. I've got over 2,480 Ruger cases, over 800 ready to fire. Cool. No, I don't think we need to hurt people to survive, but you need to be ready for people hurting you. If the dollar collapses, you need to be ready for armed gangs coming for you. Like that trend of LA that took over that, or trend of whatever you call that Venezuelan gang that took over the apartment complex in Colorado. Yeah. What's up, Ultrafire? How you doing? Sitting here trying to burn fat. Doing push-ups in my garage in Wyoming. Figured I can't just watch you exercise. I should do something too. Yeah, I wish I could do push-ups with my neck and back right now. But alright, I got 26 minutes left. Are scared about the situation? No, I'm not scared about the situation. I'm not scared about the situation at all. You know why? Because I know Jesus Christ. I'm a terrible Christian. I cuss too much. But Jesus Christ, if I die, I'm going to heaven with Jesus. So I'm not scared about it, okay? And there's good archaeology to prove that Jesus existed and that the places were where they say they were. And if you read the Bible, Jesus either was who he said he was, or he was a lying, raving lunatic. He was not a good teacher. He was either one of those two things. Was who he said he was a lying, raving lunatic, okay? So that's who you gotta, that's what you gotta see. And so, if you have a relationship with Jesus, you're not scared of that. Like, I'm not, it worries me a little bit, but I'm not scared, okay? Alright, if I go down when the cars full of thugs roll up, okay, you know, then I go down. What scares me is for my children, alright? But I'm teaching them about Jesus too. So, there's good evidence to believe in Jesus. Go look up The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel. Better book is Letters to a Skeptic from Greg and Edward Boyd. That's probably the best book, Letters from a Skeptic. So that's that. Best general pistol powder for various calibers for power. Medium fast. Power pistol. Power pistol. Subconsciously, I am getting a 500 pinball. Man, you got all the cool stuff. Okay, to answer the second part of your question, when do you think it will happen? The collapse? I don't know. Anytime in the next 8 to 10 years. So, that's where we're at. Man, I gotta let out this fart. No one's perfect, so cuss too, but as long as our heart's in the right place, we practice having good character. And when we repent with this here heart, is what is important. Exactly, humble man. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Always wondered if cursing is actually bad. It is an acronym. Store high and transit. Orientation comes from the Pilgrim's Gamer. Interesting. Got 1,000 Starlight cases and dies so far. Sweet. But yeah, prepare your spiritual armor first before you prepare your physical armor. I don't do enough of that. I think about the physical armor way too much. Way too much. But that is absolutely right, true, and correct. So Trevor, yeah, you don't have anything to worry about if you know Jesus Christ. Because you will either be someplace better or you will be helping people here. One of the two. And if you read all the accounts of all the near-death experiences for both hell and heaven, every single one of them says it's more real than this reality. Every single one of them says it felt more real. Like that was the actual reality and this was the pretend. So, something to think about. The Lord is my high tower. Yep. You are my strong tower, shelter when I'm weak. So if I'm Jewish currently, should I look about the teachings of Jesus? Hey, the cool thing is you can be both Jewish and Christian. That's the real cool thing about it. I mean, Jesus was a Jew, and there's a thing called Messianic Judaism, where it's a branch of Christianity that comes from people who practice the Judeo law and do all that, and they're still Jewish. My uncle married one and is doing it now, and he learned to speak Hebrew. So, you don't have to actually give up your Judaism. So look into it. I could go into a long thing, but I mean, the whole point of the Old Testament was Jesus Christ. As Isaiah said, he was killed for our transgressions. You know, by his stripes we are healed, and that's was prophet. Every book of the Old Testament contains a prophecy to Christ. So, this is true. It is more real and different than this real world. You got experience to share for human people? You don't have to. I don't think I'm Jewish, but I observe the Sabbath. Yeah, I mean, Christians are supposed to do a better job of observing the Sabbath. I don't put out affiliate links from 12 midnight on Saturday to 12 midnight on Monday morning. I don't put out any affiliate links. And that's, I still do stuff on the channel, though, and release videos and stuff, but I don't put out any affiliate links there. I feel what you feel. I think things are going to happen really bad in the near future, and I fear for my family. I get that. Totally get that. Okay, I gotta adjust this pillow again. This seat is awful. Sorry. I don't stockpiling because I will use it all. Because when you see guys in Afghanistan to this day feeding the family off old Soviet surplus, it's supply and demand. Yeah, there you go. No, I'm sure you've got some stories you can tell me. There you go. All right, there we go. Dude, you should probably not be driving drunk. That is not okay. Stop, pull over, call someone to come get you. Yep. Heart attack years ago in the Colorado mountains. All I want to say is yes, my experience up in the high elevation taught me that there is a creator and he loves all of us. No matter our past, it was humbling. There you go. Yeah. And it stinks because I'm an awful person. Like, I am the chief of sinners. So, it's pretty true. Trevor, pull over before you get... if you care about your family, pull over and call. Pull over and call someone. Like, if I knew where you were right now, Trevor, I would be legally bound to stop this stream and call the police. Like, please pull over. Stop. My hunting partner's brother was killed by a drunk driver. Uber is cheaper than jail, dude. Absolutely. Uber is cheaper than jail. Way cheaper. Yeah, please don't do it again. On the way to Wendy's, man. Man, I almost shot somebody at a Wendy's one time. That's a long story. Exactly. Don't make things worse. Dude, buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't do it. And I hadn't had a drink in months. And it's good too. I don't really desire it anymore. All right. Me and my buddy, one of my best friends, just went target shooting. Or hunting together. I can't remember what it was. Target shooting, I think. And I had both of my pistols in their cases, a 1911 and a SIG 239 9mm that I had at the time. It's my favorite handgun. Still my favorite handgun. I let my ex-wife keep it, unfortunately. Trevor, are you in Alaska? Anyway. He had forgot some stuff in my car. So I called him, and rather than driving all the way back to my house through the little small town, he said, I'll meet you at the Wendy's that's on the main highway in front, across from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. He leaves. I give him his stuff back. I pull around to get a Frosty before I knew I was dairy. And they were offering Frosties with M&Ms in them at the time. And I said, that sounds good. Except you have to put the M&Ms in yourself. They hand you a packet of M&Ms, and you have to put them in a mixture yourself. So I go pull into a parking lot, and I'm doing this. And I turn out there, I see a man yelling, and I see a man just beating his wife. Like, big, 6'2", 300 black man beating his wife. African-American man. I'm sorry, it just happened. He just happened to be his race. And I grabbed my 239, shoved it in my pocket, made sure it was loaded, shoved it in my pocket, grabbed my 1911, opened the door. There was another man who had come out of the car and put his hands in front of that man and told him to stop. Shorter, smaller black man. He was the hero of the story. Anyway, he calms them down. I make sure they're calmed down. I leave. I did not have a cell phone at the time. And, or didn't have minutes on my cell phone in college. I turn out of the Wendy's. There's a cop that just, with his lights on, turn around and go into the opposite parking lot. I pulled in after him and I said, are you looking for the man beating his wife? He goes, yeah. And so, I go, it's over here at the Wendy's. I saw it happen. He goes, okay. And, anyway, he goes over there, parks the car. They were calm. And the big black man gets out with his hands behind his back. I have never seen a pistol drawn that fast in my life. That it was a white cop too, and it was before all those the Black Lives Matter thing happened. But he came out. He was hands were up, and that white cop did not shoot. Those hands went up fast. That white cop did not shoot. I have never in IPSC, IPBA, all the competitions I've watched. I've never seen a handgun drawn that fast by that white cop, except for by that white cop. And his hands came up, and the smaller black guy, he ended up being the pastor. I heard them talking, and yeah. So that was the story of me almost shooting somebody at Wendy's. It's because I was almost got out of the vehicle when the other black man had stopped him, but I had the pistol in my car. Yeah. And I would have absolutely gone to jail to save that woman. She was bleeding in the back seat. The cop dismissed me and told me I could leave once a few other cops got there. So, I missed my P239. Good sig, yeah. I got another one. I got one in 40 Smith & Wesson now on the channel for human people. Oh, okay, you're in America. It's not a big deal down there in America. We are crazy up here on DUIs. Yes, they are. Alaska don't play. First DUI will be 15 grand and 3 days in jail. Yeah, it will be. I've never had a DUI, but I don't drive. I don't drink anymore. And if I do drink, I don't drive. But I hardly drink anymore at all. Oh, it's 9mm. Yeah, 9mm is cool. I can't find a 357 SIG barrel for it anymore. Well, dude, Trevor, quit doing it. Gabriel, what's a 239? It's like a 229, a little shorter barrel, just under 4 inches, and single stack. Gabriel, you haven't been watching my channel enough. Go look at the 40 Smith & Wesson playlist. Not twisted though, you know. All right. I have not shot the 40 yet. It's nice. That's one of my favorite guns to shoot. But no matter how I gripped it, my part of my hands always rode the slide release, so it never locked open on me. It's good, super reliable, absolutely. I've never had a jam out of that thing. Nor an accidental firing. So, Gabriel, if you've been watching my shorts, you would have seen me hold it up when I was doing the song video about SIG. You know Springfield St. Armory at 15? Okay, that makes no sense, dude. I've never had a DUI either, and I'm going to keep it that way. Dang straight. Humble man, I am not going to entertain that. I am not saying that out loud. Don't get my stream banned. Don't get my stream banned. Yeah, I hold up my SIG. I tell SIG we need to deal with SIG in the situation with a little TLC. Yeah, that's what I do. I hold it up in the short and I go, don't go making striker fires. Stick to the double action guns that you're used to. Every SIG that I'll acquire has a hammer and decocker like it's supposed to. You got to share that. Make it. Y'all got to share that. Make all 6 of you watching got to share that and go make it viral. So, my bad. Wasn't thinking. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. Then you know what a SIG 239 is, because that's what was in that video. That's the only SIG I have actually. Hammer only. Can't stand the striker fire. I love striker fire guns, but not SIG striker fire guns. I'll trust a Turkish-made striker fire gun before I trust a SIG striker fire gun. Did you see the gaslight takedown last weekend on KTTUU? John, the owner, released a video. I did not. Send me a link to that. Email me a link. Alaskan Ballistics at Gmail. Email me a link to that. That'd be pretty cool. Well, thanks to you guys. I'm going through this pretty fast. We're at 1 hour and 20 minutes. Just about. Trying to go through all hour and 30 minutes. I am old-fashioned with my hammer fire pistol. That's alright. There's nothing wrong with that. I like hammer fire pistols too. Don't go making striker fire. Stick to the double action guns that you're used to. Every SIG that I'll acquire has a hammer and decocker like it's supposed to. For human people, we do this several times a week. We do it Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Rumble. Not next week because I'm hunting, but every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Rumble. And then I do a few live streams here. Is Rock Island 38 a good deal for a glove box gun? I need a few hideaway guns for odd places. That 250 there calling out to me. I'm not a big... I don't know a lot about the Rock Island 38. I know the 10 millimeters were trash for a couple of years, and now they've improved them really well. So, why does Wendy's always close before they say at 2 a.m.? There you go. Graph of security footage reveals new details in deadly downtown Anchorage shooting. All right. I will start following on Rumble. I appreciate it for human people. Yeah, we can touch guns and talk about guns and pull suppressors off and shoot them live on Rumble. We can't even touch them on YouTube. Yeah, I can't cut and paste that. You can't replay this. You'll have to email it to me. I'll figure it out though. No, most of the Republicans don't care about the Second Amendment. They care about being reelected. I know. Email it to me. Alaskan Ballistics at Gmail. Hit that little share button. Hit email. This is messages held for review. View. It's because of that idiot New Zealand. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Second Amendment's always under direct assault. By the Republicans, no. But will they give a damn? Probably not. I feel like a little worm on a big damn hook. There you go. I got less than 8 minutes to finish, guys. Y'all got to get me there. Just pump it up a little faster. Change the resistance a little heavier. These handlebars are loose. I'm going to rip them off here in a second. What are the odds the United States does a gun guy back like Australia? The same odds of all the Australian farmers burying their SKSs in their fields. How's that for a smart ass answer? Gosh, this damn pillow. Dang pillow. What are the odds that you're going to pull over and call it Uber, Trevor? I have the tiger. There you go. They can try. Yeah. Pretend zombies are chasing you or a really big bear. I'd just turn around and shoot the really big bear. Rattlesnakes. It's rattlesnakes. No, I'm glad there's no snakes in Alaska. I'd rather deal with bears. No snake. Bears will run away from you most of the time. Trevor, absolutely zero. Absolutely zero. It's only 6 minutes now. Less than 6 minutes. Whew. No snakes. Wow, I've never lived in a place with no snakes. Sounds nice. Absolutely. It's been hot as heck in Wyoming. Yeah. It's been a cool 50 degrees today here. Or less because of the rain. Man, if I don't lean this pillow, it's making me fall forward. If I don't lean back, if I don't lean over, I can't do it. Here we go. Almost at the 5-minute mark here. Got to 100 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday. Whew. It'll actually be hot hunting on the North Slope next week. 2 years ago when we walked in, it was 88 degrees. Actually, I hope it's a little breezy and cloudy, maybe even a little sprinkly. Chicken good. No, there's no snakes in Alaska. There are no snakes in Alaska. Except for Lisa Murkowski. That's the only venomous snake in Alaska. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a school teacher. I am a school teacher, and here I am telling you, pull over and get an Uber, please. Because I'm going to end this stream. Yeah, Lisa. In fact, hopefully you've already made it to Wendy's and back. Okay, good. Trevor, don't do that again on my stream. Like, I might be breaking some type of law and get a channel strike. Literally. Because I didn't turn you in. Well, at least you have a friend here, humble man. At least you have one friend here. I actually have a friend from high school bought a cabin up here. Uber Eats or DoorDash? Absolutely. For drunk driving. Like if you had killed somebody on the road, I'm technically a witness. I'm technically liable because I didn't turn you in and I knew about it. Since you tell them to me. If you told me you went and murdered 7 people, excuse me, probably can't say murdered. You went and murdered 7 people, I would probably be under some obligation to turn that in. That is correct. But I also have a YouTube channel. I have to play by YouTube's rules. And I can't condone criminal activity on my channel. So if you weren't back home, I'd have to go contact YouTube customer service and be, hey, look, in the stream, this guy, this user was driving drunk. Like, if you weren't safely back home, it's not about the 4th and 5th Amendment. It's about YouTube's rules. It's their platform. Their rules suck, and they're suck for gun creators. Don't get me wrong. Okay? But if you went and kidnapped a kid and say, hey, I just kidnapped so-and-so, it's on the news, I'd be obligated to report that. Not just because of YouTube's rules, but also because I'm a mandated reporter for the state of Alaska. So, like, I have to report any abuse I see, anything like that. So, not just about that. All right, got a minute and a half of that. Yeah, get it? So, I'm glad you're back home. Don't come on my chat and say you're drinking and driving again. Please. I had 2 people leave my house and die 25 years ago on Bergaw and Tudor. That's, yeah. And 35 years ago in Pennsylvania. Yep. One more minute. $40. You can't tell them they won't listen when they are drunk. Yeah, that's true. Where did I go to school? University of West Georgia. I lost a cousin and a couple of friends. All were killed from drunk drivers. Yeah. I have a bunch of skunks, raccoons, and deer in my backyard as we speak. That sounds delicious. All right, that was an hour and a half. Whew. Get down and see if we can walk. I really appreciate you guys. No raccoons in Alaska, I don't think. I don't think I've seen them. Raccoons or skunks. Instead, we have porcupines. We have tons and tons of porcupines for our small rodents. Yeah, let your dog get into that. So, you're in Wyoming? Yep, some of the best starless skies. I heard that. Best sunsets are here in Alaska, though. I'm telling you that. So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining me on my exercise journey. I appreciate y'all. Godspeed and good hunting to all y'all. Don't forget to go check out our MeWe page with all of our affiliate links. Our Rumble page has all of our affiliate links and discount codes. So, guys, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for being in with the chat. I appreciate it. Here, Alaskan porcupine tastes like pheasants. I've heard it's really good. I've heard porcupine's actually really good. I just don't want to shoot one and actually have to skin it. So, of course, their hair won't be up when you're skinning it, but hair, quills. So it is actually made of hair. They're just really hard hair. Because you can tell because you'll see them in the springtime, early spring, and they'll have their winter shed, or they'll be shedding the winter coat. So sorry I missed you. No problem, dude. No problem. All right, guys. Godspeed. Good hunting to all y'all. Appreciate y'all. 4 human people, thank you. It's been fun. It's been fun getting to know you because I hadn't seen you that much in the chat. It's been fun getting to know you a little bit. I appreciate you. Big Slinking, Daniel Ravenstar, Humble Man, everybody else that was in the chat. Trevor. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Godspeed. Good hunting. Repent of your sins. Believe in Jesus Christ. All that stuff. Take care. See you later.